Hi, it's me Crystal from Simply Tidy. Today we are going to talk about just a simple budget plan that you can use to manage your expenses. Now your income is made up of all your wages, Social Security payments, subsidies, or substantial interest income for the month. That all goes in one pot together. Your expenses are things like your mortgage or rent, your utilities, your TV payment, cable payments, your phone bill, all of that kind of stuff. They all get thrown in the expenses pot. Now your spending money is things like your groceries, your gas, your clothing, your haircuts, and all of that kind of discretionary spending.
The equation is simple. Take your income, subtract your expenses, and what's left is your spending money. Let's just do a quick example. In this example, the person makes $2,000 every other week. That leaves a monthly income of $4,000. Now we add it all together for the month. So you can see the expenses. I'm just going to point out that the savings, we want to try and get 10%, and that comes out before the actual spending money. So we want to make sure that that happens. Okay, it's important. So once they've subtracted all of their expenses from the income, they've got $2,180. Now that is their spending money for the month. And so we have to take that amount and divide it by 4 weeks, which leaves us $545 to spend each week. And that's on things like gas, groceries, clothing, etc. Let's go over how to allocate your money once you've figured out how much you will have each week for your discretionary spending. My suggestion is that you have 2 accounts. In account A, you will deposit all of your income for the month. And out of that account will come all of your fixed expenses that we talked about, the rent, the utilities, etc. Every week, you will have a weekly transfer from that account based on the number that you've figured out. Remember, in our example, that was the $545. So in this example, $545 will be transferred every week from account A to account B. And account B will be used to pay for the groceries, gas, fast food, etc. And that way you can keep track more closely of how much you have to spend, how much you have been spending, how much you have left, etc.
There are some months that have 5 weeks. So if you're dividing everything by 4, what do you do with that 5th week? Well, guess what? That 5th week ends up being kind of like a bonus check. So you can use that like extra money. Now you'll still want to have your normal amount that you use for your gas and your groceries and etc. But everything on top of that is extra. This budget plan does not work with every kind of employment. There are some jobs that do not get paid on a regular basis, or they don't get paid with regular amounts. So if your job is something where you earn like $2,000 one week and maybe $300 the next week or whatever, this isn't going to work for you. You're going to have to figure out a different way. But if you've got an income that's relatively stable and each check is within $100 or $200 of each other, you can definitely use this system. So hopefully these tips will help you learn to save a little bit of extra money and stay on track with all of your bills. If you've learned something, please like, share, and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.